I'm Mickey Colton.
And I'm Chad Dillon.
And this is
the Utica Rallycross Series.
Much alive for race number 3 of Season 5 here at the La Fortuna Hillclimb Circuit here in Costa Rica. And Chad, this is a change of scenery.
Oh, it's beautiful. Sunshine, glistening, water on the side here looking beautiful. It's great.
Yeah, this is an absolutely beautiful race circuit. This is the first time we've been to Central America, though not the first time we've been to Latin America. We went to Ecuador back in Season 2. So it's been a long time coming to come back down to this area of the world.
Boy, do I remember the last time we were in Ecuador. Me and Richard the Shaft Johnson had some fun. Let me tell you, we had a ball.
Possibly more than one.
Oh,
But,
he came along this time, too. I'll tell you about it next race.
Oh, he sure did.
Oh, he did. We're going to have some fun. Me and Estavas, Cortez, you got to join the crew, man. I've been telling you.
I have my own affairs to deal with after the race, but we have an exciting battle coming into this event. A tie at the top of the point standings between Tyler Benoit and Chris Aurelio. It should be fun to watch. Let's take a look at our starting order. Who stands out to you, Chad?
Again, I think we're looking for the man Chris Dodd, the rookie of last year, the winner of last year, looking to start really getting in the point standings. He is falling a little bit behind, but I think he can pull ahead.
Yeah, Chris Dodd, a local favorite. He's from Puerto Rico, which is way off the coast, but this is the closest he's going to get to his home track. Watch out for Cortez and Carter. I think they're both going to be very strong on these style of circuits. And some of the drivers going up late. Tyler Benoit is one to definitely watch out for.
Yeah, the Dirt Devil himself.
Third to last. So I would be worried if I were everyone else on track, as Tyler Benoit's in a good vantage point to have a good run today and perhaps break that tie with Chris Aurelio.
Well, we talked to him early and the fact that he was so excited to do this race because he loves dirt himself and he's pumped when they add new things. But first up to bat is Alexander Rowe, one of our rookies this season.
Yes, Alexander Rowe off to a great start, had an excellent run in Yuma where he got a surprise victory. Now he's got to try and follow this up and see if he can hang on to the championship. Now this track is very interesting. First we start off in the streets of La Fortuna. We're running this little street circuit, almost like a traditional rally course, and that's a tight corner that's going to trip some people up.
It's going to challenge both aspects of a driver. Now we're going to the hill climb here, which is very interesting. It's really hard to control because you don't know what's coming next. You know, you're going up the hill, everything's out of your vision, you can't really plan very well.
And gravity's going to be fighting you the entire way up.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy jumps as we get further and further up this hill, so Alexander Rowe's got a tall order on his plate, and this off-camber corner might be difficult.
No, it's fun to watch, though. I mean, especially when the cars really swoop around that corner when you do it right. Oh, it's great.
You have a lot of jagged edges as you start getting up toward the summit of this hill. This is going to be very difficult. As you see there was a pretty big dip after climbing
Now, this
up.
is the part that's going to trip up a lot of drivers because you got this big jump here, but you're going right into a snap turn, and if you hit it too hard, you might be able to flip over.
Here we go into the final section of the course, a hairpin section. Coming to the finish line with Alexander Rowe going to do. It's a 1:15.103. As next up, the Flying Dutchman of Robert Piet. For the third week in a row, he's starting quite early on the grid.
I would like to point out, though, Alexander Rowe, for being a rookie, really was composed for that whole run, did a really good job, and I'm hoping to see more from him.
Yeah, not too many mistakes out of Alexander Rowe. I'm curious to see what he can pull throughout the season. As Robert Piet trying to look for a little bit of good luck in the number 6. Now, this car did not do well last year under its previous owner of Nathan Hudson.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Piet's hoping that the that the performance of last year doesn't rub off on him this year.
Well, this is the thing, though. Last year, he obviously had a breakout season, was able to get in the championship run. This year, he's fallen back into that 11th place slump that he goes in, where he's always right in the middle of the pack. Hopefully, this race can really break him out of that.
Yep, as Piet going through that section there, a little bit slow through these sections of the course, but see if he can pick it up as he goes throughout the run, as we start getting to the later stages of it. He's going to recover well going over that jump, as you know, that could really send you off balance as you continue down the course.
Yes, and this is the other jump we want to look out for. Hits it pretty straight on, almost a little rocky there, but able to get over the hump there.
A lot of nail-biting moments on this racetrack. A lot of places to mess up.
Yeah, this is actually one of this is one of my favorite new ones that are on the circuit. So.
Ooh, and a 1:13.823. That's going to be an impressive time for Robert Piet. He takes the top spot and gets himself a bonus point. As last week's winner, Sean Angel, is on track in the number 5, and I bet Sean Angel is trying to adjust to this change in temperature.
That, and he's probably trying to adjust to the change of the morale of this car after breaking the streak of how poorly this car has driven over the past few seasons.
I know car number 5 has never won in this series until last week.
Exactly,
so,
yeah.
Sean Angel doing a good job, and just think about it, Sean Angel had what many would consider to be a poor season last year. He didn't make the top 10 in points, but he's already a 2-time winner. in this series.
Oh!
Contact with the wall, and that's going to slow Sean Angel down. Hopefully it doesn't hurt the run too much.
Oh, and if it's a little too hard, bumps again, you know, and he's trying to be aggressive now. He lost some time there hitting that bump. There's nothing wrong with it as long as he doesn't DNF. Whoa!
Over the top there, and that's a different strategy to go through that one. That's a lot. The previous two cars went for a jump over that. He actually slowed it down. He might have picked up some time there.
Hits this jump really smoothly. He was able to get a lot of momentum. He might be able to make up for that little wall hit he did early on.
Heading to the final corner. Whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
That was a good corner. But it's not going to be enough. A 1:14.134.
Next up is Mark Holbert, another rookie from last year that was also competing for the championship. Hopefully, this could be his year.
Yeah, things have not started off too well for Mark Holbert. Didn't really have the runs he was looking for. He's hoping that he can have a solid run here in La Fortuna to catch back up. He's still not out of it yet, of course. It's early in the year.
Yeah.
But,
well, Mark Holbert has a lot of experience with the dirt, especially from Arena Cross being where he started to get into the Rallycross. Obviously, this is a little different because they're going uphill. A little more challenging for the drivers.
However, remember, Mark Holbert is quite good at Dead Man's Curve, and there's a lot of similarities between that track and this one. A lot of them are both very, hilly tracks, though Dead Man's Curve is going down, this is going up.
Exactly, which, again, has different positive and negatives to it, but I think Mark Holbert is definitely holding his own so far in this race.
And so far, this is not too bad of a run, not too many mistakes on track. Oh, goes for the jump this time. Not sure if he felt that would be the better move, maybe because Sean Angel didn't beat Piet's time.
Yeah, well, Sean Angel also made up for time. Tries to cut it, but no, he was not able to make it. Hits the inside wall there.
He didn't have the speed, and it's gone from bad to worse. He got too aggressive there, and he's stuck on that signage.
He hasn't DNF, but this is not going to be a pretty time if he's able to get back on the track.
Yeah, this is bad. He's got to try and find a way back onto the racetrack, see if there's any opportunities to get on here.
He does. Wow, okay.
All right, he gets back on track, so he'll be able to finish the run, which will help if any drivers DNF in this event.
Yes.
But that is tragic. And these open-wheel cars, that gives you more surfaces to catch that wheel on.
And hitting the hairpin, he's able to slide back, and it's not going to be pretty.
A 1:39.912, a terrible time for Mark Holbert.
Next up is my man, Chris Dodd with the hot bod.
Chris Dodd with the hot bod, the fan favorite, all the female... Yeah,
that's the bacon sizzling on his rock hard abs.
That's basically what the crowd sounds like whenever he comes on track. It's just a bunch of hooping and hollering, and it's absolutely great. I love seeing the fans really get into the sport, really love their drivers on track.
Yeah.
And it's just something about this car number one that attracts just the right type of people. It's Chris Dodd and Richard Johnson that have both driven this number one machine. So.
Richard Johnson and I are talking about maybe bringing him on board into the squad. You know, lately we've been doing this joke where we ask, where we dropping, boys? It's all about the bars, though. But it's great. Don't worry about it.
But Chris Dodd having a solid effort at the moment as he's going through the latter half of the course. He's going to try the softer approach over that hill.
So far, a great run for Chris Dodd. Hitting this final jump here, can he finish strong? He does not hit the side panel there like Mark Holbert, so he's going to be able to finish strong.
Coming down the final stretch into the hairpin. Looks like he's going to get that hairpin.
Went a little wide.
Smooth. Coming to the line. That is
spot.
Wow. 1:12.725. That's going to be a second gain. Robert Pietz. Next up, it's that guy, Jeffrey Finn Guy. Which, after last race, that nickname might have caught on.
You know what? I like it. That guy, Jeffrey Finn Guy. So far this season, not doing so hot, though.
Yeah, he's not been our guy in the booth. He's not someone who we've been picking, but this could be a good opportunity for Jeffrey Finn Guy. He made he had some good runs on. I've actually been talking to people, some of the experts. They say that Jeffrey Finn Guy does good in two places: cold places and warm places. No in between. So I've seen him win a couple winter invitational events before. He's got a couple of victories in that under his belt. Plus, he's been quite good at doing some of the desert and sand and just arid climate tracks. So this could be a day for Jeffrey Finn Guy.
All right, so far nothing crazy. He hasn't really done anything that's going to save him a lot of time. But he's also held his own. He hasn't really done anything that's going to throw his all time off there.
He's tracking all right. Let's see what he can do here.
Almost flipped it over there on the side. It's risky going over the top ledge because your car can really easily roll over. Snaps around the hairpin.
That was a
real
good
smooth.
corner. 0.5 that's just going to edge out Chris. That was deceptive. I think that last corner really picked up a lot of time.
Yeah, I think it did. I think he would have been in the 113s if it wasn't for that. But next up is Chris Aurelio trying to battle for that first spot with Tyler Benoit. It's going to be a tough battle because you got the Dirt Devil coming up here on this race event.
Chris Aurelio is feeling confident because he did win in Ecuador when we went to that track in Season 2, and that track had a huge hill climb section.
Yeah.
So this could be Chris Aurelio's track. However, Chris Aurelio has been on a losing streak. He's not won in years. He's got to try and get back into victory lane. He's been consistent. He's had good finishes. He just hasn't gotten the W.
It's crazy, though. Chris Aurelio obviously won Season 1 without a single victory. Was just the most consistent driver. It's just what he is. I mean, he had a little dip in Season 3.
Oh, no! And he's going to take a dip off the racetrack.
As I talk about consistency, can he get back on?
Whoa. Wow. Yeah, that's going to hurt the time, but that was a solid recovery. I think he might be able to beat out Mark Holbert for sure if he just keeps it going on the rest of this run.
It might have only cost him like a few seconds. I mean, really. Oh, no.
Oh, that was a little bit finicky. It's hard. Once you make a mistake, you start to make more mistakes as you go along.
Well, you question everything. You're being a little rushed. You really want to try and get a top spot.
1:16.553. That was not too far off of Alexander Rowe's time.
Yeah.
So a good recovery. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Next up is Estavas Cortez, the Phoenix, who, by the way, he has a motion picture about him coming out.
Does he really?
Yeah, there's a new movie coming out. It's called The Phoenix. It's got your pal Richard Johnson starring as Estavas Cortez.
Oh, he was talking about that project. He was worried it was gonna fall through, but it's actually gonna happen. Wow.
Yeah, I've been hearing some good reviews. Some of the critics have already got a chance to look at it. It's
really?
coming out I believe in about a month.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's one of his few non-adult roles, and he plays both Estavas Cortez and a younger Estavas Cortez. So just to show you the prowess of Richard Johnson's acting abilities.
Well, hopefully the baby isn't in the corner.
Estavas Cortez continuing on this run. He's tracking pretty well so far. This is a pretty quick time in the early stages of this one as he climbs up the hill. He's another local favorite. He's from Mexico, which is a little bit ways up north, but that's about as close as he's going to get to his home track. A little squirrely through that section.
My favorite part about new races, like new tracks. Let's watch this final section here. I'll talk about that afterwards. But,
we'll talk about the next run as Cortez comes to the line. He takes the spot.
Wait!
Oh my God!
109.853.
That just blows Jeffrey Finn guy out of the water.
What did he do? I mean, where did he save all the time? It looked like a normal run.
He had some good... He just kept picking off section after section and just whittling that time down. That's going to be a hard time to beat.
I got caught way off guard from that one.
Could that be Cortez's first victory? We'll have to see if anyone can top that.
I don't think it can be topped.
Well, here's Mr. Consistency, Stephen Carter, and he's blasting down the racetrack.
Wow.
He's got a good run going
Didn't hit
here.
a single wall there in the street section. Blasting right up into the hill climb here. Man. Wow, Estavas Cortez coming out like a phoenix, reborn.
Yeah, he knew we were talking about his movie. He had to go and promote it.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna boost the ratings on that for sure.
So you were saying, Chad, about new racetracks.
I was saying my favorite part when we got a new race event in the circuit is seeing how the drivers react to a fresh thing. Like they're watching the drivers their first time up. They haven't been able to drive on a hit. Stephen Carter's doing really well, by the way. And it's just fun to watch them play. I mean, usually when you see Yuma, it's like predictable things. They're trying to get the best time. But here we go in the final section.
What's he going to do? That second fastest of 1:11.091. Even with that speed, he wasn't able to catch Estavas Cortez. Next up, Aiden DeGabriel. Already struggling out the gate. The Maltese Falcon, Aiden DeGabriel, struggled in the early going of this season. Didn't do well at Yuma, didn't do well at Elkhorn, and right now he's not tracking too well on track. So he's hit a couple of walls.
Oh, man, this is not going to be a pretty time for him.
This is a bit upsetting to look at, to be honest.
Well, here's the thing, though. The street section there is quite difficult. I'm gonna be blunt about it. I mean, you have to be a really skilled driver. I don't know what his experiences is in the street circuit.
I mean, I'm surprised because I've been looking at some pictures of Malta and a lot of tight streets over there. I'm surprised he wasn't able to pick up some skills from that. But this could be it's a much faster vehicle than what he might run over on the island of Malta. So it's still a huge learning curve for these drivers. Not everyone gets it right away. I'm hoping that Aiden DeGabriel can fall into his own and not end up like
Whoa! Cruised right over the freaking ridge there. That, if he had a good start there, that would have been a great finish, but
he spins out coming to the line. He's going to try and cross it. What's he going to do? 1:14.455. There's going to beat a couple of drivers. I believe Holbert, Aurelio, and Rowe at the moment. This next up, another rookie, It's Eugene DeMax. Gonna see if he can get the max out of his car.
Yeah.
Driver out of South Korea. Rookie season for Eugene DeMax. So we'll see what he can do here today as weaving his way through the street circuit.
To the max.
Solid run so far. He's working his way up through the hill climb. This is the team car to Chris Dodd, who sits 4th on the grid right now. They're running similar equipment, so we'll have to see if DeMax can hang on to this one, see if he can get the most out of it.
I mean, so far, I'm still blown away by Estavas Cortez 109.853. Let me just say that right now. Because Stephen Carter, we watched, had a fantastic time. DeMax doing pretty good so far, but blowing it out of the water by 3 seconds from the previous person before that? That's wow.
Absolutely nuts. As we are in the second half of this race, which is our 11th car up, so only 9 more drivers to attempt to beat that. They're starting to chip it down a bit, but I'm not sure how many are going to chip it down.
Here we
past
go, DeMax
109.
coming to the finish, but wow, 110, 141.
That's quite impressive for Eugene DeMax. He didn't have a good start to the year, so this could be his potential for first top 10 of the year.
Yeah, but now next up is Cody Smart, another one of our rookies, teammate of the Dirt Devil himself, Ty Benoit. He probably learned a few pointers from him, so hopefully we can follow through and see if he can start breaking out this season.
Yeah, Cody Smart has had some bits of success. He did very well in the qualifier race at Dead Man's Curve last year. Floundered in the event itself.
Yeah.
So maybe this can be a bit of a redemption run for him if he can hang on to it.
Oh yeah, exactly. And so far so good. Didn't mess up in the street circuit. So now it's just testing his skills and the knowledge that he's gained from the Dirt Devil himself.
And I'm not sure if he's talked to Adam Dunlap at all because he's driving similar colors there. But
Yeah.
Adam Dunlap was quite good in Season 2. He did go to Ecuador, which has some similar aspects to it. So
I mean, Adam Dunlap is a great driver to talk to. I mean, he came from, he hit the bottom, and he came in and win a championship. It's always impressive.
a veritable Drake-like story.
Yes.
And I'm happy to see Drake-like stories in this series. Cody Smart coming to the line. This is going to be good.
Yeah, if he can snap this turn in, really does. Really nice close quarter in the clothespin. Oh!
109.428.
Cody Smart! Cody freaking Smart. Next up is William Brock, but we'll get to that in a minute.
That was some smart driving by Cody, I must say. He did a very good job.
Oh, man.
William Brock on track, car number 10, had a good showing in Yuma, Arizona, but he's been clipping some of these corners. However, he's clipping them just enough that he's able to keep going without too much of an issue.
I'm sorry, Brock, but Cody Smart just proved everyone wrong and took down Estavas Cortez, spoiling his chances for a victory.
Brock gets into the wall, and every time we see a driver do something like that, you sometimes just want a minute to take a break, like, all right, hold up on the next driver. We have to talk about this.
Exactly, but okay, we'll go back to that at the end of the race, especially if Cody Smart holds on to that #1 spot.
Brock's having another issue here that DeGabriel was having on track. He's just getting into some of these walls. He's overdriving it. He's having a hard time with car control, and this track is very difficult, especially for a rookie driver. So the fact that Cody Smart's up there, that says something about Cody Smart as a driver.
I mean, again, Todd Benoit must have really talked to him and really got him psyched into this event, and he really pulled through. But William Brock, nothing going for him. Hitting every wall, hitting every turn wrong.
Yeah, almost a mirror image of Aiden DeGabriel's run. As Ray Davis is on track. Let's see what Captain Clutch can do. Once again, he's up in the second half of the event, so we'll see if he can pull something out there. But Davis had a good season last year. He's championship contention. Got a win at Hong Kong last year. But Davis himself, he's kind of a quiet racer. Both the man himself and just on track. He sometimes just sneaks in there, gets himself a good finish, and tries to build those point counts.
Ray Davis has always been fun to watch. I mean, obviously, we always like seeing crazy things happen near the end of races, so when he pulls it out, even if he gets a top 5 finish, hits a great time, he's always almost getting it. And even though he had a little slump there, he took a break in Season 3, didn't do so well at Dead Man's Curve. Obviously, the last win he got was last year at Hong Kong, but didn't have a win, like you said before, in Season 1, so let's see if he can pull through today.
Yep, Davis coming through the latter sections of the course. This is tracking pretty well. Let's see what Davis can pull out. Coming into the final corner. Whoa, look at that turn. That was a beautiful turn.
Oh, he did it!
108.862. That's the top time for Ray Davis, and they just keep getting better and better.
I know. The time's just blown away. We started out thinking a 113 was great. Now we're down to 108, but next up is the Black Mamba.
Yeah, there's Matt Evans in the number 17, and Matt Evans not off to a good start this year. both he and his teammate had issues in Yuma. Didn't get the run he was hoping for in Elkhorn Pike. Had those issues there. He's hoping for some redemption here. His time is, we're starting to get close to the midway point of the season.
Yeah.
10 races is not a long schedule.
I don't know what happened. Because, Tyler Benoit and Matt Evans have been the duo. They are the veterans of this sport and any other sport, really. And they've been since the beginning. And Tyler Benoit's still going strong. I mean, you can see him in the point standings already battling for first. And Matt Evans, just since last season, just dropped right off.
Yeah, he did very good in seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Once season 3, 4 started to come around, he started to drop off a bit. Season 4 was a nightmare for him.
I don't know if it's just he doesn't focus on the sport, or he just doesn't have it anymore. There's a lot of new rookies that are better. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride for Matt Evans. We're glad to have him back, though. As he comes to the line, what's he going to do? It's a 1:11.754. Not going to be a top 5, but that's actually 6th right now on the rankings. Here's Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Now, we've had a complete different location shift from last year. Last year we were at Blackpool. Unfortunately, we're not going back there this time around.
Yeah.
But I feel Fitzwater was the one that was really hoping we'd go back there because he won it immediately that time.
Yeah, spoiled everyone's chances. I mean, the thing is that his run from last season was just incredible. I mean, Blackpool is a pretty tough circuit, especially with the half-pipe wall ride there. And he hit it perfectly. Like, I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, Fitzwater, I think that run's going to go down as one of the best runs in Utica Rallycross Series history. That was definitely a moment. And Fitzwater trying his best, and that was actually some really good driving there, because he almost whipped it around backwards, but he managed to save it. He was able to get it turned while on 2 wheels.
Well, the thing is, he landed his front wheels just enough to get the momentum push to push him up the hill. So it was pretty good inspector driving. Oh, really smooth.
He cuts a bit of the course. Good
wow.
job by Fitzwater. There's a couple of beacons in this run. He might have a good finish as of yet. Gets right to the bottom there in the corner, and that is going to be a 5th place finish.
Not a bad time for Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Next up is Matt Evans' partner, Scott Roush.
Yep, Scott Roush had a great run at Dead Man's Curve, so he's hoping for similar success here today. As look at this, he's going ham in this street section. He's just really quick through these corners.
You know what? Here's the thing: is that Matt Evans having a good start, and same as Scott Roush. They probably talked to each other, really trying to psych himself into this event. Probably did the same thing that Tyler Benoit did with Cody Smart, and look where he is now, 2nd in the standings. So
as I see these two, Cody Smart and Scott Roush, I don't know why, but I feel like they're kind of like a rookie rivalry almost. They both have a very famous mentor.
Yeah.
They're both on very famous operations. They're both rookies coming into it. Both of them did very well at Dead Man's Curve last year. They're kind of parallel of each other, and I'm kind of curious to see who's going to be the one that really starts to shine out there.
I mean, obviously we know who it is right now, but Scott Roush having a really good time. Let's see how he goes. Oh, goes for the cut there.
Whoa, look at that. That was pretty good.
Can he dethrone Ray Davis and Cody Smart, fueling that rivalry? Here we go, the final stretch, hits it perfectly with the time there. Oh, he beats him out!
Roush 2nd overall, not going to be Ray Davis, but as I said, Roush and Smart tend to be right there next to each other.
Wow, that's crazy. The 2 rookies, man. As we're just talking about that.
But now let's take a look at the Dirt Devil. This is Tyler Benoit, driver the number 3. He's still chasing that 5th victory. He wants to break that tie between Matt Evans and himself. This could be a good place to do it. He's great at these style of tracks.
I mean, right now he's got a lot of time to make up because Chris Aurelio, not so hot.
Yeah, Chris Aurelio didn't do too well right now. He's currently the 2nd slowest of cars that have taken a time.
Yeah.
Only 2 more drivers after this, so Benoit just has to have a good run. He may take the points lead leaving this event. Just has to make sure he makes no mistakes.
Yep, so far, pretty clean run for him going up the hill. Let's see if he approaches it the way everyone else has been. Yes, he does. Hits a lot. Really smooth, though. Didn't put a lot on the brake either.
Yeah, he got a little bit of air there, but I'm not sure if that slowed him down much. That could have helped him a bit.
Now, he doesn't do what Scott Roush did with that incredible jump there. He's able to ride up the wall there. We'll see if this is going to be enough.
Yep, can Benoit get a good points day? Could he take...
Oh! He was running so good. I think he wouldn't have gotten at least in the 109s, but a 110.521 for Tyler Benoit, not going to put him in the top 5.
That's a shame for him, but that's still a good run overall, and I think that will take the points lead away from Chris Aurelio. We'll have to see how the other drivers factor in points. As Alex Tanker is on track in the number 12, and this has been a decent start to the year for Tanker. He's had some okay finishes.
Yeah, we're just hoping the season doesn't tank. Let's just hope that right now.
That was a good one, Chad. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Producer's shaking his head, but that's a good shaking his head.
Well, you know what? Whatever, Paul.
As Alex Tanker, he's got some speed on track right now. This is looking to be a good run so far. He made it through that city section with a lot of speed, a lot of momentum, and he's carrying that momentum up here on the mountain.
Yeah, no, we've seen a lot of runs today that have been impressive. One after the next, he's throwing it up. I don't know if this is the record for the most lead changes, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah, it's getting up there. I don't think it is the record. I believe our record was, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been Seoul, South Korea back in Season 2. We had a lot of lead changes.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, that'd be a fun track to go back to at some point. Especially because we have Eugene DeMax here. That could be a home circuit for him.
Wow, 109.941. A pretty good run for Alex Tanker.
Yeah, very good for Alex Tanker indeed. As last up on track, we have the stuntman, Seth Cole. And I guess he's going to hand that one over to Ray Davis. Huh?
Yep, pretty much. Oh,
this is not a good start for the stuntman. I'm not sure if he's having some handling issues or not. But Cole, he's going to have a couple of jumps here that he can potentially hit. See what his goals are for this event. If he wants to just have fun, that was probably fun for him.
Any jump is fun for him. Come on now.
You gotta love Seth Cole. He's always so fun to talk to. He's such a friendly personality in the garage area, and he's just out here to have fun. And that fun has actually resulted in some success. He's had some good finishes throughout the years, and almost went down the mountain.
Oh my gosh, he's going down the mountain!
Near Billy Bishop down that mountain. Decides not to go for that jump. I think that's more of he just didn't have the speed.
Well, I think he really just wants to buckle down. Hopefully he can at least get into the top 10. And
he will go for that one, though.
Yeah, he makes up for that one. Maybe that's going to actually put him in the top 10.
Coming to the line, what's Seth Cole going to do? Gets around the corner. It's not going to be good enough. And Ray Davis gets his third career Utica Rallycross Series victory. Good job for Ray Davis. That's going to probably be a popular victory both in the garage area and for the crowd. How about two rookies, Scott Roush and Cody Smart, right behind them? That's Estavas Cortez, Alex Tanker, Eugene DeMax, Tyler Benoit, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Stephen Carter, and Matt Evans, the top 10.
Yeah, Matt Evans finally climbing into the top 10 for the first time this season. So.
Yeah, car number 17 gets it done. It's good to see that the Black Mamba starting to get back into form.
Let's point out Alex Tanker, top 5, a really good run for him as well.
Estavas Cortez, a 4th place finish.
Yeah.
Is so impressive. Plus, some of these rookies like Roush and Smart and DeMax.
Oh, yeah. Now, let's look at the second half of this event. We got Seth Cole with that crazy jump there at the end. Jeffrey Finguy, which we thought did a really good run in the beginning at a 112.511.
That will get him out of last in points, though.
Yeah,
Chris Dodd, 13th. We were expecting better. Robert Piet, 14th. And Sean Angel, 15th after that victory.
Yeah, but look at there. We didn't have a single DNF today. Let's point that out.
That's absolutely surprising. I thought we would have more issues out on the racetrack.
Yeah.
You see DeGabriel, Rowe, Brock, Aurelio, and Holbert rounding out the field. Holbert was hoping for some DNF to maybe gain a couple more points, but fortunately he's mired down in 20th. And Chris Aurelio, that's upsetting. He went from points lead to out of it. Let's take a look at those point standings.
Oh, wow.
Tyler Benoit's got a fairly commanding lead. He's got 6 points over Estavas Cortez. Chris Dodd still hanging in there. Followed by Alex Tanker, who's got a good run in the points, and Stephen Carter. In fact, these points almost got inverted because a lot of your drivers that didn't do too well finished up in the top 10 today.
Yeah, and then we got Sean Angel, really actually in the top, almost in the top 5 in points.
Yeah, but Sean Angel is a race winner, and he's down to 6. That
True.
shows you how consistent those drivers up near the top were.
Yeah.
Looking through the rest of the standings, you see some drivers that need to work on some stuff. Matt Evans is down there still. Mark Holbert having a bad year. Finguy not in last, but he's still 19th in points. And then Aiden DeGabriel in the number 16. He is dead last in points with only 13. So he's got to really pick it up as we go along.
Oh yeah, and then also Scott Roush actually maybe starting to climb up there with that amazing second place victory there.
Yeah, this was a fun event. We're grateful to the people of Costa Rica for inviting us to this race. Next week, we head up to Europe for the European Tour. We're heading to the Netherlands for the Mayendel Circuit, and that should be a fun track. Definitely a different change of pace.
I love checking out Mayendel.
that means absolutely nothing to me, Chad. All right, for everyone watching, thank you for watching the Utica Rallycross Series. We will see you next week.
See ya!